Hey, welcome to Operating Systems Week 2. This is Dr. Larson. I'm going to go over the lab assignment because it seemed there's a little confusion for some people on this. And I want to make sure when it comes to like time taking the test, you don't get too confused by it here. So if you want to recall, the lab we did uh, involved, hold on, if I can get a good version here. The lab we did it involved, memory and relocation of memory. And this was the kind of the model you had to work off of. And so us go ahead. We're going to take the same concept. I'm just going to try to make it a bit maybe more palatable. Let's go ahead and see if I can maybe start a new space down here. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to grab kind of draw on the fly here, and I'm not the world's best artist, so go ahead. We got a little box here. You know what we're going to do? We're going to here. I'm going to pause while I copy. All right, so I got this little box, same concept here we were just working with, except we're gonna, make it, we're just gonna use single digit numbers to make this maybe a little easier to comprehend. So all the blue ones are jobs. These are active jobs we got going. The white spaces are empty. But if I have another job now that needs two spaces, I have to move things. Okay, so because it won't fit because I can't just break it apart. All right, so that's where the relocation register comes in. So I'm gonna go back here. And I'm gonna make sure we put that up here. This is where the Oops, delete. Relocation reg comes in. Okay, so the relocation register, it's just a placeholder adjustment. Okay, so what happens is these are all running jobs, meaning there's systems out there running. It could be a print job. Maybe this could be my Word document open. This could be taking up that much space. A browser, wherever it is. So whenever the operating system needs to refer to the job, it knows in memory the location of it. Okay, so if we have to move this, we don't want to have to go back and tell all these running jobs what these new locations are. We just need a way to sit there and say, look, we moved it. Here's just, just adjust the space up by one. So what will happen is if we go to move this stuff, we're going to have to apply a register. So only the space that moves gets a register. So this one right here, one will never move. Its register is going to stay zero. Okay, that's it. Okay, this job right here, we're going to move it up to use my poor man's method here, but we'll move this up to here and we will, let's see, where's the fill with maybe this blue. Okay, so now we've moved it. So now this one now has a relocation register. Let me fix this nonsense here. Okay, so this one now has a relocation register. Of course it didn't work. 1 second, I gotta fix it up here, sorry. Don't add space, single, okay. So now this one's gonna have a register of -1 because I moved it one space up. So now it's -1. So now it was 3. So when a job calls for space 3, it's out there. We're looking for memory in space 3 or the job 3. Then what this is going to do, it's going to go, a relocation register is going to say, oh no, we're now sitting 1 up. So now we're sitting in 2. Okay. So it's only because it moved. Same thing happens with these two. So when these move, because they're going to hold us one job, they're going to move up 1, 2 spaces. So we just change the fill here. No fill for that one. Fill, no fill. And then we'll fill these two with this color and this color. Shoot. I know this is. Where'd the fill go? Hold on. So now this one fills. So now this relocation register is going to be -2. And it's just because it moved 2 spaces. So now, a job that was running in space 6 now is now running in space 2 because the reg 2 adjusts for it. Okay. So when I put a new job in down here, this job will not, its register is going to be 0 because nothing changed. It didn't move. It just got put here. That's the initial spot it was in. So there's no movement. That's still going to be reg 0. Only the ones that move are the ones that reg. And the reg is just always a negative unless it's 0. And it's just telling you how many spaces it moved. Uh, I felt everything was a bit more complicated than it needed to be. Maybe some people got confused, maybe the spaces, but like so up here, looking back, this thing is going to move up here to 30, which is going to be 20K. And so this one now will have to move to 50, or actually it's 15 spaces. So this one's going to move, this will be at 45. So this one's going to move from 75 to 45. That'll be 30. So that's going to be 30K. So if somebody says there's a job inside of here running at 90K, you're going to do 90K minus the 30 because this one moved up here to 30 to 45. That's where this one sits because it's 15K worth of space. The next one moved up will start at 45, so it moved from 75, so that's 30. So this one's negative 20, this one's negative, this one's 0. And the new job will be a reg of 0. So just keep that in mind. That's just kind of a simple walkthrough. Hope that cleared up some of the lab. Like I said, my main concern is if you go take a test, make sure you remember. Just remember the relocation register only affects things that actually move. So the new stuff won't get it, stuff that didn't move won't get it, and all it tells you is how many spots it moved. All right, thanks a lot. Hope that clears some of this up for you. Look forward to talking to you guys later.